The Watcher in the Walls. Late one stormy night, Ellie moved into an old Victorian house. Desperate for a fresh start after her recent breakup, the house was beautiful, albeit a little worn. She was unpacking in the living room when she heard a faint scratching sound coming from the walls. Thinking it was just the house settling, she ignored it. But the noise grew louder with each passing hour sharp. Erratic scratching, as though something was trapped inside. Ellie tried to convince herself it was just mice or perhaps an old pipe. But the scratching was too deliberate, too. Intentional. Eventually, she couldn't ignore it any longer and decided to investigate. Grabbing a flashlight, she headed to the kitchen where the noise seemed loudest. She pressed her ear to the wall. Heart racing, silence, just as she was about to turn away. A low whisper came from the other side. "Help me," it said. Frozen in fear, Ellie backed away slowly, her mind racing. She checked every room but found nothing out of place. Still, the sensation of being watched was overwhelming. That night, as she lay in bed, the scratching started again. This time, it was much closer. She could feel the vibrations under the floorboards. A sickeningly rhythmic sound. Suddenly, the light flickered on. Ellie shot upright. In the corner of her room stood a shadow, tall and thin. Its eyes glowed, unblinking, as it stepped closer. She couldn't move, couldn't scream. It whispered again, "You should have never come here." The next morning, the house was silent again. But Ellie knew something was wrong. As she left for work, she passed a neighbor's house and overheard a chilling conversation. "Did you hear? Another tenant moved out of that house last night. First a woman before her, now this one. They say something lives in the walls." Ellie's heart dropped. The scratching started again.